Hi, my name is Arthur Piccolo. I'm here to tell you about a project, a very important project to save Our Lady of Loreto Church, a church very important to all Italian Americans. Here it is in the middle of Brownsville as it stands and looks today, this magnificent structure decommissioned as its church, seeking a new life as a 21st century arts and cultural center for Brownsville and the surrounding area. In the beginning, when New York and Brooklyn were first settled, Pietro Alberti became the first Italian New Yorker in June of 1635, and this is land that he farmed. This is original documents at the lower corner that show his slightly modified name, that he was an owner of this very property, this very block where the church stands today. Imagine this land back in the 1600s as it would have looked to Pietro Alberti as he farmed it. And imagine him conceiving hundreds of years later a great Italian church in the middle of a vibrant Italian community, which this was 100 years ago. Look at this church and see it what it is, a monument to Pietro Alberti and 375 years of art history. Here today is the very block group on which it stands at the corner of Pacific Street and Sackman Street, in the heart of Brownsville and Ocean Hill in Brooklyn. The interior of the church to be fully restored as a cultural and art center. Beautiful building with magnificent features that will be preserved. The tablet in its very first edition on April 4th, 1908, described it as the new church of Our Lady of Loreto was the most handsome edifice of its size in New York State and one of the most perfectly appointed edifices in the country, as it was dedicated on April 5th, 1908. Here we have Michael McCore, architect designer, and Jeff Dunstan, a well-respected developer in Brooklyn, who want to revitalize the church and build affordable, low-income housing to surround it. Looking at these illustrations, begin to imagine the church as the most prominent and the tallest building in this entire community, in need of a new center of attention and vibrancy, which this will be if these plans are approved. The church, Our Lady of Loreto, standing there as a monument to all of us, this classic, beautiful building to be used and reused again and again for the next century if these plans are approved. There is only one individual who needs to give his approval, and that is Bishop DiMarzio, the Bishop of Brooklyn. Here are prayers.